What's up, bro?
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
The National Basketball Association and the Golden State Warriors are committed to a safe
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. Well, how good does it feel to be one of the more elite teams at this point of the season, Brent?
Well, B.A., you just know you have an opportunity, and you don't want to do anything to take you off that path to possibly winning a championship. So staying locked in, enjoying it to some degree, but really understanding that this opportunity is hard to come by, and let's go after it.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Goga Bitadze is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Suggs in at the point. Now here's Wagner. Down low. Here's Banchero. Warriors with the rebound. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
I mean, it's been a lot of fun to watch these guys and how much they're enjoying this. Every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of the game like tonight's, and I'll tell you what, it's tough to keep up a streak. Gotta love the pressure.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
When you think about everything he's done on the offensive end, he's more than deserving of this award. He put his team on his back when it came to putting points on the board.
Here's Podziemski. Here's Butler. And he buries his first look.
Now the combo of strength and quickness from Butler, that's going to help him on the inside.
Here's Orlando. It's a 5-point game. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Last year, they made easy work of this club, sweeping the 2-game season series.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game. And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Bitadze with a screen. The 3 from Suggs. Podziemski grabs the board. Here's Golden State. It's been 8 unanswered for them. From deep, another 3 for Golden State.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Suggs against Curry. Suggs, the pass to Bitadze. Outside, Caldwell Pope. 4 on the clock. And Bitadze gets it to go.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And a deep three from Curry. It's rebounded by Banchero. Magic trail by 9. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Now here's Banchero, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Here's Suggs. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs, showing toughness fighting through the contact.
Here's Insanity. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. Buries it from 3. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Insanity's got 9.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Banchero surveys. Pass to Bataze. There's the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Here's Insanity. He's got 9. And here's Curry. Here's Insanity from outside the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Banchero outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Banchero taking 2 shots.
And Banchero drops them both. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. 13-point lead.
Oh, when Steph gets into the lane, he does a great job of shifting and moving the ball around and does not go away from the contact, forcing a foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And Carroll passes to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Wagner. Takes the 3. Hits the trifecta.
And even before he caught the ball, Wagner had that measured up.
The Warriors lead by 12. Pass to Insanity. There's a screen by Kuminga. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Banchero. Curry against Suggs. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5. Looking shaky out there. The Warriors have gone 8 of 10 shooting. Here's Insanity. He's got 9. Butler, a screen on Suggs. To the inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And with just about half the season in the books, checking in on the top rookies, starting to establish themselves as legit NBA talent. Right in the thick of this season, he is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
Totally agree. It's taken him only about half the season to show he is going to be a force and a face in the NBA for a long time.
Here's Insanity. They set the pick. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Insanity. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Butler with the jam.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And so it's Golden State with it. Orlando making their last shot. Insanity passes to Kuminga and stolen by Banchero. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Wendell Carter.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Butler. And a change for the Magic. Wagner's checked in for Paolo Banchero. Suggs, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Insanity. 9 points in the game. Inside. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob. And the Warriors lead by 14.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Bitadze following the score by Golden State. Wagner with a screen. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Insanity's got 6 rebounds in the game. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Now here's Wagner. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Insanity. Here's Curry. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
A bigger guy who makes intelligent passes. Nice feed from Wagner.
Outside Podziemski. Back to Curry. Here's Insanity. Good on the shot. Insanity's got 11 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Suggs outside. On the wing, Caldwell Pope, defended by Podziemski. The 3 from Suggs. It's rebounded by Golden State.
It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor.
Here's Insanity. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Insanity. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Wagner, the pass to Bitadze. Suggs outside. Back to Bitadze. And that one is hammered home.
And a smart feed from Suggs. The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate open.
Curry passes to Insanity. That one's good for 2. 18 points for him.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Lets it fly. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 4 assists now tonight. Pass to Insanity. Now here's Curry. Green, the pass to Insanity. Clock at 6. And again, it's Golden State.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Suggs. Pass to Bataze. 3-pointer. Wagner against Payton. From behind the arc. Insanity pulls it in. Insanity's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Trace Jackson-Davis, and it's Insanity in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Insanity in their last time out against the Suns played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And it's the Magic with the ball. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Here's Black. That 3's off the mark.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Carter, a screen on Butler. And Carroll with it. Now guarded by Curry. And Carroll outside. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Yeah, this is why you throw it Carter Jr.'s way. He is solid at slamming it down.
The Warriors have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second. He launched that one from way outside. Curry's got 26.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Then Carroll the screen. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Golden State. Insanity's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Spins. Golden State needs to get off a shot. He drops it from range. He has 29 now.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Now Anthony, yet to see a basket. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner. The field for the three-point contest is just about set, and no matter what the final list looks like, it's going to be an incredible competition.
It just always is. The winner gets to stake claim as best shooter in the world, and that's a title lots of guys in this league really want.
You take a look at Curry. He's currently up there in the voting at number 2, so clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
The voting is just about over. We'll keep you updated. This is just a tremendous list.
And each year that passes by, it becomes more and more difficult to pick a field. So many talented shooters in the NBA right now.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Anthony outside. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Offensive rebound. And when you talk about efficiency, these are the guys that come to mind. Here are the league's best shooters so far. Jimmy Butler on top. Stephen Curry is second.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
First one falls for him. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Bataze's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Anthony. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at Golden State. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat.
Well, I think for Golden State, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, they could steamroll through the season.
The kick out to Banchero. Drops in the three. Banchero's gotten 4 this quarter.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Number 1 shot.
And you look around the league. Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, B.A., these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick and a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases, and these teams aren't going anywhere.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Tries the spin move. Back to Curry. Here's Insanity. He's got 25. Shot from 12. Again, Golden State. Suggs with it. Pass to Bataze. Here's Black. Still no points. Bataze with a screen. Suggs, the pass to Bataze. From 6 feet away, tipped. In transition, here come the Warriors. On the wing, Curry. To the left wing. Insanity passes to Curry. Here's Insanity. He's covered by Suggs. Insanity, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Pass to Black. And here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And everything Banchero does is with aggression.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Their last game, a win against the Suns, looking to carry it into this one.
And it was really their defense that got them the win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, good defensive game plan, and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Here's Banchero, following the score by Golden State. Pass to Black. From downtown, knocks down the long J.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Here's Insanity. 27 points for him. Tries again, and he takes it up and lays it in. Insanity's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to Black. Now Banchero. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. A moment here to see the numbers for Stephen Curry.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Green's checked in for the good. He hits again.
Up and up he goes as he continues this sensational season. Now closing in on second most points in a single campaign.
And with the way he has manhandled defenses all year long, you have to think he'll make a good run for it.
And to even come near to Wilt's mark of 3,586 points in 1963 speaks volumes for the season he has had.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Banchero. 12 points for him. Here's Batase. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Insanity. Curry with it. Here's Insanity. Give him 35.
Oh, the rebounding. Part of his triple-double. He's been nothing short of spectacular.
Caldwell Pope finds Wagner. To the paint. Here's Batase, and he goes in for the dunk.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
And hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. That would be a big blow for them.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Nails it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
And it's good. He hits another one.
And guys, he is now second all-time for points in a season.
A season for the ages scoring the ball.
And while Wilt Chamberlain still holds the #1 spot, he's able to bump Wilt's second-best season down to 3rd place. That's big time.
And it's Green missing.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Here's Suggs. Insanity pulls it in. Insanity's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. 4-3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Insanity's got 45 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Wagner, the pass to Wagner. Orlando again missing. Here's Insanity. He has 45 points. 1:19 left in the first half of basketball. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, those dunks from Kuminga ignite his team. They feel like that's more than 2 points.
Banchero outside. And he's going for the lob. Intercepted. In transition, here come the Warriors. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Banchero outside. Will it go? Insanity pulls it in.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Kuminga with a screen on Wagner to the middle. And Kuminga throws it down.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Orlando's gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Insanity. Counted. Insanity's got 47 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for Golden State.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
And next, a look at some of the possible. And that's it for halftime. Thank you.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. All right, let's check in with Allie. She's got an update on Goga Bitadze.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Magic provided some information, and the look on his face said it all. Terrible news, a dislocated patella. He won't return tonight or anytime soon. This injury will knock him out for an extended period of time. BA?
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope, and it's Wagner in at the 5.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Banchero finds Suggs. For 3, Caldwell Pope drills it from deep. Caldwell Pope's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Retaliation triple from KCP.
Pass to Insanity. On the wing, Curry. Here's Insanity, defended by Wagner, and stolen by Banchero. Curry against Suggs. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got 4 rebounds in the game. Left side, Curry. Down low. Here's Insanity, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Offensive board. Banchero with a screen on Curry. The 3 from Suggs. It's rebounded by Golden State.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Oh, that's impressive. Kuminga with the catch and the flush.
And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. They're deep into a 6-game road trip. This is number 5. To the paint. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. Banchero outside. The 3 is up. The shot misses. The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Insanity gets the bucket. Insanity's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Oh, very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
Banchero outside. And another miss by Orlando.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Wagner with a screen. And it's Banchero with a 3. Banchero's got 18.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Here's Insanity, defended by Wagner, and he gets that one.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, I have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Insanity. Again, the Warriors score.
And he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Shoots over Kuminga. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got 5 rebounds tonight. And good! There's another 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Launches a 3. The shot that time not on target.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the inside, Curry. And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Pass to Wagner. Banchero against Kuminga. Banchero outside. Shot to stop the run. Unable to get that one. And so it's Golden State with it. Right side Curry. Here's Insanity. And got it! Another basket! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And Orlando shooting just 37% in the game. Back to Wagner. Inside. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist by Wagner. Wagner's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Insanity. Now here's Curry. Here's Insanity from the arc. Yet another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
The Magic shooting a low 29% since halftime. Banchero against Kuminga. Wagner for 3. Insanity pulls it in.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Comes up empty down low.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. And here's Suggs. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Butler on the wing. Here's Insanity, defended by Wagner. Again! What an avalanche! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Wagner. Wagner outside. 6 to shoot. And here's Banchero. Here's the 3. Knocks down the triple. Banchero's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the mechanics Banchero has shown are already solid, which is what makes him a dangerous shooter.
Here's Insanity. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Curry's got 41.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Banchero against Kuminga. The ball's knocked loose. Wagner outside. Back to Banchero. The 3. That shot off. Golden State has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Shoots a fadeaway. And there's another one for the Warriors.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Wagner outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Suggs. To the middle. Here's Wagner. Lays it up and banks it in. Wagner's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Here's Insanity, defended by Wagner. Insanity passes to Curry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
Here's Banchero. Warriors with the rebound. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. They'll be embarking on an epic journey. 7 road games in all.
Yeah, Kuminga is a guy who does not back down. In fact, he tries to go through you.
Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Stephen Curry. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Caldwell Pope. And a deep 3 from Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
It just doesn't matter. Once Steph crosses half court, he's in range.
Here's Black. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Second shot opportunity. Here's Carter. And there's the rejection. From the baseline. Again, the Warriors score.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
A minute 35 left in the third quarter here. Wagner inside. Moody defends. Back to Suggs. Puts up a 3. Insanity pulls it in.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Pass to Curry. Here's Insanity. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. And teams making some changes here. Timeout called, the Warriors. 1:49 left to play in the fourth quarter. .149 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Insanity. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
They've got Moses Moody. Kevon Looney is out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Insanity in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And tonight, a fantastic effort to deliver their 48th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Insanity.
Throwing up the trip dub, his talent and versatility shining through, but also just the sheer endurance. He went non-stop from the opening tip, finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
From about 19, yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition. Suggs outside. Poke loose. Here's Insanity. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight.
Being an all-star as a rookie is really hard. MP deserves it though. He's a really good player.
The champ is here! This is a bad man! He scares himself! No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night. The top rookie last month and ever.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga out there with Butler. And it's Insanity in at the 5 spot. Here's Insanity. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. And not only, Greg, has MP been selected to the All-Star team this year, he was named a starter as well.
And it's a huge honor, guys, and you can tell that it means a lot to him. He wants to prove he belongs out there with these guys, and I expect him to bring his A game for sure.
Here's Insanity after the basket by Utah. Another three for Golden State.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Curry. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Some nice passing by Golden State. It's good from long range. And that's now 9 points for Insanity.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Inside. Blows the alley-oop jam. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the inside. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
Here's Insanity. He's covered by Kessler.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Clarkson outside. Over Butler. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Floats it up for Kuminga. And now Utah, fast break. Butler against Clarkson. George passes to Kessler. And rebounds again.
He's been able to put up some dominant rebounding numbers and now ranks 3rd all-time in blocks for a rookie season.
He's got the strength and the athleticism and the effort needed to be an elite rebounder for sure for years to come. Here's George after the made shot from Insanity. George passes to Clarkson. Spins. It's hauled in by Insanity. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Outside, Sexton. Down low. And Butler sends it back.
Boy, the size and anticipation of Jimmy Butler. He sends that one back from whence it came.
Warriors leading by 4. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Here's Insanity. 13 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Clarkson against Butler. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's Insanity. He's covered by Clarkson and slam dunk by Butler.
Well, Butler is a nightmare for defenses, and he disrupts you with the screen and then finds his opening.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Doors for front offices. With the season starting to wind down, what's important now?
Yeah, their focus shifts depending on the season. And right now, with the season sort of dwindling, first and foremost, the draft lottery is important.
The draft will occur over the course of the summer. So talent evaluation of those all-important college kids, the European players, but also you're evaluating your roster. What has worked? What do we need to change? There is always so much to look at if you are trying to put a team together.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Insanity the pass to Curry. Here's Insanity. Fades and shoots. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Insanity in their last outing against Orlando was tremendous. He had an impressive number of points, and what a game it was, posting a triple-double. He put on a show. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
So it's the Warriors now, after Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. And that one, good.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Bucks. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
I think for the Warriors, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Now here is Martin. Hasn't made one yet. Clarkson outside. To stop the drought. The Warriors pull it in. The Insanity's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here's Sexton. His last outing with 20 points. And again with the rebound.
Well, folks, here's a little nugget. He's now number 2 all-time in rebounds for a rookie season. The effort he brings night in and night out has been off the charts.
He has been impacting the game to such a degree that you have to game plan around him. You can try to slow him down, but teams are struggling to even do that. Here's Sexton. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. The Jazz working the ball around now. And Sexton has it in the corner. Clarkson with the screen for Sexton. The Jazz again can't hit it.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Curry. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to George. Clarkson for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Insanity. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Utah with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Kessler, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Here's Insanity. Major points for him, and it's good, 2 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Clarkson taking his time here to the middle. Martin inside, working on Green, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for Utah. Brown is checked in for Walker Kessler. Collier comes in for Sexton. And Simmons subbed in for George. Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Insanity. 24 points for him. Outside Curry. Here's Insanity. And he makes that one. Insanity's got 26 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
It's tipped. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And he has 28 points for the game.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Payton with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Curry, banked in off the glass. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Brown. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 5. Brown wide open. He fires. Another miss by Utah. Golden State's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Insanity. He's covered by Brown. Insanity can't get it to go. Pass to Clarkson. Shoots over Podziemski. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Warriors ahead. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
We've got Collier. He's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Martin in at power forward. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Hits the three-point bomb. And that's 31 points for Insanity.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Simmons. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Boy, Ben Simmons, because of his size, inside, he is a dangerous force.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
The Warriors making a switch here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Screen by Simmons. No good with the triple. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Magic. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Sensabaugh. It's tipped. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And Insanity gets it to go.
Well, there's evidence all over the floor of how well Stephen Curry runs this team. He does a good job keeping them at their pace and making all the right decisions.
Here's Hendricks. Still without a basket. Back to Simmons. Pass to Sensabaugh. The Jazz working the ball around now. Count it. Good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Insanity, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Simmons, a screen on Kuminga. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Sensabaugh has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Insanity. And got it! Another basket.
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second place mark for most 40-point games in a year.
And with Jordan's mark of 37 firmly in the rearview mirror, he is now marching towards Wilt's 1963 mark of 52 games of 40 or more. Just a legendary season.
Jazz have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Stephen Curry.
And if you measure a player's effectiveness by his passing, he's been very effective lately. Look at his assists in the last 10 games compared to the rest of the season. He's in the midst of a great run.
The Jazz making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. To the paint. Outside Williams. Martin wide open. He fires. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Insanity. Fires for three. The rebound by the Jazz. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Cutting the screen. Here's Collier. It's deflected. Here's Insanity. 43 points in the game. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Insanity. And Curry has it in the corner. Over Williams. Again, Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Can they get it? Warriors with the rebound. Insanity's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Inside. That's tipped. Curry passes to Insanity. Tries the spin move. Back to Curry. Here's Insanity. Rebound by Williams.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Screen by Simmons. Collier. Another miss by Utah.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Collier. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Collier's got his first points in this one.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay-for-play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Outside for Curry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. George passes to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
Pass to Insanity. A shake. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now Sexton. It's deflected.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Curry, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now, here's Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Utah. With some arc, some solid defense from Butler.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And Curry has it in the corner. Here's Insanity. Non-stop scoring machine here. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Sexton for 3. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range?
Another bucket. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Sensabaugh. George with the ball. Takes the 3. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Insanity. Floats it up for Kuminga. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Warriors, number 1.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in, and Golden State also making a change. Green's checked in. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's Insanity. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Outside, George. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, I dump you very much.
He can really fly. And you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Butler, a screen on Kessler. Insanity, the pass to Curry. Stolen by Clarkson. In the corner, George with it. Launches a 3. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. And the Warriors with possession here. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. And their journey is just getting started. That'll be the second of 7 straight on the road. And now Utah, fast break. Got a piece of it. Here's Insanity. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Bobbed up there for Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Well, this is why you can't lose sight of Draymond Green. He's excellent at finishing off these backdoor cuts and passes for the dunk.
Now George. He has yet to score. Kessler, 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Green with a screen on Kessler. Insanity, the pass to Green. Stolen by Kessler. Here's George. Here's Sexton. Misses from close range. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a... Let's turn our attention to... And that concludes half...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Insanity has really been making it happen.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga out there with Insanity, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot.
Jordan Clarkson is a professional scorer. He is ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Kuminga, screen on Kessler. Here's Insanity. Down low. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
So much of that was the timing. Butler finishing as you might expect from this guy.
Outside, Sexton. Hendricks passes to Clarkson. And it's off from 3-point range. Pass to Insanity. Now Curry. Kuminga the pass to Insanity. Lets it go from deep. Curry can't get it to go.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And Kessler throws it down.
Well, a big night for the big man, Walker Kessler, playing with tremendous confidence.
Insanity can't get it to go. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Clarkson kicks to George. Back to Clarkson. George with the screen on Butler. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Drains the 3-pointer. Clarkson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. Fires the 3. Hits it again. Wow.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's George. Here's Hendricks. Off target with his 3. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Insanity the pass to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Kessler. It's hauled in by Insanity. Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Curry passes to Insanity. For the 3. No good that time. Utah has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
How about that big man off the drive? Walker Kessler, do your thing.
Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
He really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Out to the right wing. Here's Insanity. And another one.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the middle. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Insanity. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Kessler. Outside, Sexton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Golden State. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Insanity. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Jordan Clarkson has better passing skills than people think. That is on time and on target.
Curry passes to Insanity. And he drives in.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Pass to Clarkson. Curry with the steal. He's got a clear path. Here's Insanity. And again. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Outside, Sexton. Back to George. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Looney's checked in for Golden State. Gary Payton comes in for Butler. With the crossover. And yep, another basket. And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Outside, Sexton shoots over Podziemski. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. A different look for Utah. Collier comes in for Colin Sexton. And Simmons subbed in for Keontae George. Here's Collier. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Clarkson. And they recover it. Here's Kessler. Got a hand on it. Here's Insanity. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Collier, that's good.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
And that one, good.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Utah's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Back to Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
It's his first trip to the line. Martin, he's checked in for Utah. And the Warriors also making a change. Moody's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
Here's Collier. Pass to Simmons. Throws it up high. And Kessler throws it down.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done. Right at the cup.
Here's Insanity, covered by Martin. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And another 3 for Golden State.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Simmons inside. Guarded by Curry. Simmons' shot is good.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16th and 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Good, that's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Utah's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
Golden State moving it around. Moody the pass to Insanity. Spins. Again, what an avalanche.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. And here's Clarkson. He's got 14. Pass to Sensabaugh. From outside, off the mark. Sensabaugh has gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Curry passes to Insanity. Back to Curry. To the inside. They double him with Clarkson. Connects again.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. G.A., I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Martin with a screen on Payton. To the middle. Martin inside. Nice D from Insanity. Martin's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Now, here's a look at the last few months of assist numbers for Stephen Curry.
The trend they've got to be pleased about is how many more assists he's been racking up. He's developed a pass-first mentality, and as well as he's been dishing it, that's a very good sign. All the guys around him are loving playing with him with the way things are going.
Brown, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. The Warriors also with a sub. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. 1:20 left to play here in the third. Simmons, a screen on Payton. Here's Sensabaugh. The Jazz again can't hit it. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Insanity. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Simmons passes to Collier. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Here's Insanity. Non-stop scoring machine here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first. You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
Both free throws good from Insanity.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Down low, here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Insanity. He's covered by Brown. Curry against Simmons. Curry kicks to Green. 6 to shoot. Pass to Curry. Over Simmons. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Curry's got 19 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there may not... GA, a lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update.
MP is going to rule the paint for a decade. The champ is here. This is a bad man. He scares himself. Yo, I think I just saw Jack Nicholson. Can you give me an autograph?
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
Coming up next, the Warriors take it on.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Had to stop and pocket profit every morning. Pussy me. He had to get it out the mud and rise up out the center me. Catch me early like Sunday school. Sunday suit. Pastor play you a fool. Me, I just keep it cool. He tell me dirty. Ask for my dirty money. Talking wash away my sins like Jesus opened the laundry.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Insanity in at the 5 down low. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
One of the tough things about guarding Reeves is his change of pace ability. I mean, he gives you a lot of different looks, a little bit herky-jerky and kind of unorthodox, and all of that keeps you off balance.
The 3 from Curry sends it home from three-point land.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
To the inside, here's Hayes, and finished off by Hayes.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Here's Insanity. He's defended by Hayes. Insanity gets the bucket. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic. This guy is special with his vision and passing.
James passes to Doncic. On the wing, Hachimura. Outside Reeves. Pass to James. Now Hayes. 4 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Here's Hachimura. It's rebounded by Golden State. And this team is on absolute fire right now. They've won 18 in a row.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratching your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not going away. But I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers, trailing by 5. Back to Doncic. Hayes, the pass to Doncic. And here's Reeves for 3. James. Insanity pulls it in. The kick out, Curry. Pass to Insanity. Curry against Doncic. And here's Butler outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
That one's deep, real deep. But Butler has proven he's more than capable of draining the long ball.
Outside Reeves. Hachimura outside. Reeves with a screen on Butler. And it's Hachimura missing. The Warriors lead by 8. Butler passes to Insanity. Pass to Curry. Fires the three. Another three for Golden State.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Hachimura with the ball. Pass to Reeves. To win the run. No luck on that one.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Insanity. Jacks up a three. Hachimura with a rebound. Let's go with a three. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Reeves almost making it look really easy. Gets the ball and takes the shot.
The Warriors leading. Here's Insanity. Pure from three-point range. Insanity's got 12 points in the game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Insanity, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 6th assist of the night.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And here's Doncic outside. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 11. Here's Insanity. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Ryan?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Right side Reeves. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
From deep, here's Doncic. And he misses again, now 0 for 3. The Warriors lead by 11. Here's Insanity. He's got 14. And Kuminga throws it down.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. And there's the screen. And here's Doncic outside. They get it back.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Insanity. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen away. Doncic passes to James. Here's Insanity. Pass to Kuminga. And stolen by Hayes. Outside Reeves. Doncic with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Hayes. Insanity pulls it in. Insanity's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Reeves. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Vincent's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. And there's the lob. Nice catch and finish on the lob. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Vincent passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Insanity. Puts it up from 12. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. The Lakers shooting only 35% so far in this quarter. Down low. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And Hayes comes to help. Now here's Curry. Give him 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Pass to Hayes. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
James can't get it to go.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Vincent. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Brandon Podziemski.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And the Lakers with some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hayes. Finney-Smith comes in for LeBron. And Reeves is subbed in for Luka Doncic. The Warriors also with a sub. Payton's checked in. Here's Insanity. No good. Good D by Vanderbilt.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
The Warriors lead by 10. Pass to Insanity. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Podziemski's shot is good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Vanderbilt. And here's Vincent. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Podziemski. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Reeves. Rebounded by Green.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Reeves. And the layup is good off the glass. Reeves has got his second bucket on the night.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, leading by 14. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
You know, I also like the fact they've been really aggressive in attacking from behind the arc. They could do a lot of damage from there tonight.
Connect is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Reeves in a 2-guard. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Back to Vanderbilt. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Vincent. Fires in the triple. Vincent's got 7 points in the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Insanity. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Lakers trail by 15. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Vincent. It's deflected, and they're able to recover.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Reeves finds Vanderbilt. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a high IQ pass by Reeves. He sets up the guy who's most open.
Pass to Insanity. Outside Podziemski. Curry passes to Insanity. Gets the 3 to fall. Insanity's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Insanity in their last time out against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
The shot, no good.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Curry. To the paint. Oh, can't throw it down with one hand. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Now they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. It's the third game of 7 on a challenging road trip. Curry passes to Insanity. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Insanity's got 31 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Lakers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Pulls up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Insanity's got 9 rebounds now. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The shake. And he sinks the layup. Insanity's got 33.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Looking to win the run. And he lays it in.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Insanity. 33 points for him. There's a double team with Vanderbilt. Curry surveys. Green, the pass to Insanity. The 3. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 14.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Reeves. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 8. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, 3-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the Warriors make some changes. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Peyton. Here's James. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Shoots over Curry. Warriors with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Insanity. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Here's Podziemski. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Podziemski's got 8. The Lakers have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now, here is James. Here's Doncic. No good that time. Golden State has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. And he banks in the layup. Insanity's got 35.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Back to Curry. Yep, count it. Curry's got 8 here in this quarter.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Here's James. Again, the Lakers score.
That signature pull-up, not many do it like James does.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Now Vanderbilt, looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Six on the shot clock. James outside. James can't get that one to fall.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Kuminga down low, working on Vanderbilt. Kuminga's shot is off. And for the Lakers, they're shooting about 43% in this one. Pass to Hachimura. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Vincent's checked in for Reeves. Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Insanity. 37 points for him. Spins. On the take. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
At the line for Los Angeles.
And the technical free throw is good. Golden State on D. Doncic is doubled. Vincent outside. Doncic against Curry. 5 to shoot. Doncic with the bucket.
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Insanity. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Insanity's got 41.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Oh, ripped away. Pass to Insanity.
2 minutes remaining.
There's the triple. Rebound by the Lakers. Doncic right side. Out to Hachimura. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Insanity's got 11 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's James. Goes back up. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Reeves comes in for Vincent.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one, LeBron
James, no good on the free throw. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit. Brian?
Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly what Curry gives you. He can handle it, score it, pass it. He gives you an expanded menu.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to James. Hachimura outside. Here's Doncic. And he makes it on the layup. Doncic has got his second basket on the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
To the middle. Dives for it. Pass to Insanity. The three is up. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
It just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Golden State Warriors. That's it for us. Thanks for...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And for the Warriors, they're shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's fives. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Butler, and it's Insanity in at the five, roaming the paint.
And all you have to do is throw the ball in Butler's direction, and he'll handle the rest for you, believe me. Fantastic at finishing on the alley-oops.
Here's Insanity. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. And Kuminga throws it down.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball four.
Well, the Lakers shooting an average of 43% for the floor. Back to Reeves. Pass to Doncic. There's the three. Insanity pulls it in. Insanity's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Second half getting started, about a minute played.
Jackson Hayes. That's his first personal foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for the Warriors.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Doncic. Pass to James. Hachimura outside for three. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Hayes for three. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Insanity, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Curry. Here's Insanity. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. They need this. Driving inside.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a slipper.
The Warriors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Another bucket! Wow!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
For 3, James. Insanity pulls it in. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Pass to Insanity. Clock at 6. Back to Curry. Up and over Doncic. Again, the Warriors score.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Back to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Insanity passes to Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Doncic with it. He's got 9. And there's a pick from deep. Reeves. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Coming right back with his own. Austin Reeves with the confident response.
Here's Insanity. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Up top, Curry. The 15-footer is good.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Now here's Reeves. Defended by Podziemski. Reeves, the pass to James. And here's Doncic outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Insanity's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Fires high post. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. James has got 12.
The mid-range jumper has really been a vital part of LeBron's game in the second half of his career.
And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Hayes inside. 16 points for him. No luck on that one. Outside Butler. Pass to Insanity. Outside Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Hachimura outside. Pass to Hayes. Now Doncic. He's covered by Curry. And it's Doncic missing. And the Warriors shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless, Curry continues to add to his resume.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
Inside, Hayes. And he can't jam it through. And here are the Warriors now.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line. Certainly to this point.
And the first one at the line is good. Connects checked in for Hachimura. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Butler. The Lakers shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Doncic outside. The 3 ball. The Warriors pull it in.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Insanity, no good. Well, the Lakers shooting 40% so far in this one. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And finished off by Hayes.
Love the playmaking ability of Reeves. Looks to me like he improves this area of his game every season.
Here's Insanity. He's defended by Hayes. Here's Insanity. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Reeves, the pass to Hayes. Doncic outside. Off target from outside.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
To the inside. Here's Insanity. He's defended by Hayes. Insanity gets the bucket. Here's Doncic. 9 points in the game. Pass to Hayes. Insanity pulls it in.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Good! That's another bucket! 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Doncic passes to Hayes. Here's Reeves, guarded by Payton. Back to Hayes. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Here's Insanity. He's defended by Hayes. That one falls.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
James, a screen on Payton. From deep, Reeves. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Insanity. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight.
He is the story for them offensively, and a big reason why they're ahead.
Doncic passes to James. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable.
And James considered a franchise talent, without question. This guy is the complete package.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. The Warriors also with a sub. Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Curry. And it's James with the jam.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what, 2 decades?
Rose, the pass to Insanity. Laid it in with a nice... touch off the window.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And here's Connect outside. Sinks it from distance. Connect's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Insanity. Check by James. Insanity passes to Rose. And another dime for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Tries a 10-footer. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
1:06 left to play in the third quarter. Rose can't connect. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Reeves. Takes a 3. It's not going to go for him. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. Reeves brings a double. Insanity passes to Green. Down low. Here's Insanity. Off target with a jump hook. Los Angeles shooting 40% since the break. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Nine seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. And it's James with the jam.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
He gets it in there.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Doncic. This one for three. That shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. And 1 quarter to go in a game that... And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And certainly a point of pride. They've now won 50 games this year.
Well, these teams meet 3 more times, so it has to feel great to take the first contest. It gives you a mental edge going forward against Los Angeles.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Insanity.
Well, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
They've got Jackson Hayes. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's James, and it's Hachimura in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Insanity gets the bucket.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
The shot by James, no good. Here's Golden State. Here's Insanity. He's still feeling it. It's in.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of...
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. The champ is here. This is a bad man. He scares himself.